Well, good morning. Today is Friday, April 30th, and it's time for our weekly meeting highlights. And this week it's about habit stacking. So first off, we'll start off and see how I did this week. Stayed the same. I told you I was going to lose 1.3, and I really do think I did lose 1.3, even though the scale didn't show it. I had a colonoscopy yesterday, and most people lose weight when they have a colonoscopy. I never tend to lose weight when I have a colonoscopy. I don't know why. It's something with my body. I don't know. But I hadn't eaten in almost 48 hours before I had my first meal yesterday. And I did have 2 meals yesterday. And I think between the combination of eating and then not digesting really the food that I ate, and the IV fluids that they give you when you have the procedure, I do think it's not a true weight that I weighed today. I was really considering waiting till tomorrow to do my weigh-in and do my meeting highlights, but I thought, I do them on Fridays. Just take the scale. The scale's not going to define me, so I feel good with what I have. So, like I said, I didn't lose any, but I didn't gain any. So my total loss still stands at 85.4. I'm really proud of that. So we'll just move on from there. Next week, a loss. We're hoping. I'm really planning on it, so we'll see. But like I said, today it's the part of their, I think they have a monthly theme, and this week is just about your habits. And so this is Tasty Solutions for Stress Eating. You need to start your habit stacking engines. Now that you're getting the hang of creating a new habit, let's reinforce the behavior by breaking it down into smaller steps. Why? Because stacking these micro habits will help make the behavior stick in the long run. We all want to figure out a way that we can stay with something longer than a day or two. And I think if you associate it with something that you enjoy or something that reminds you of why you want to do a particular thing, as far as building a habit and piggybacking on that habit, which last week they talked about piggybacking, you have to think of doing little micro habits with it. Think of it like this. If your goal is to walk or run every day after work, grabbing your sneakers and locating your headphones are 2 micro actions you need to do before you can start exercising. I walk every day, every morning, and my micro habit, I guess, would be to automatically, when I get up, put on the clothes from the day before, because I like to take my shower after I get back from my walk, and put my shoes on, get my headphones. I carry a driver's license just in case, so I get my driver's license out of my wallet, just in case I collapse or something. Somebody will be able to say, "Oh, this is who this person is." I know I'm a doom and gloom person sometimes, but I just think it's always best to have your identification on you, and then get on my hat and coat and out the door, and I go for my walk. So that's my little micro habit that I have in the morning. Once that action becomes a habit, add a cue for the next micro habit on your list, locating your headphones, and keep going until you've built the full habit. So I have everything set up really the night before. I have my clothes in the bathroom, and like I said, first thing, put my clothes on, my headphones, and my phone, because my music is on my phone, and my driver's license. Because what I do is I keep the old driver's license, and just where they clip off the year it expires, because it's still identification, and I just put that in my pocket, and then I'm on my way. So now they're going to tell you how to stack a new habit. Try this. Now that you're ready to turn a behavior into a habit, break it down into the smallest steps possible. And we mean super small. Once you've nailed down that, with the help of the list below, you can start your habit stacking. Okay, the first thing they tell you to do is list the small steps in the behavior you want to turn into a habit. Then find a cue for the first micro action in your list. Practice that first micro action every time you encounter the cue. And once that micro action turns into a habit, try adding the next micro action onto your list. And keep adding the next action until you've built the full habit. Like I said, in the morning I have the habit of doing all that before I go for walks. At night, my micro habit is after dinner, I brush and floss my teeth. That means that I can't have anything to eat, to snack on after dinner unless I plan on flossing and brushing my teeth again. I don't like flossing. I don't know why. I just don't like flossing, but I do. Every night I floss my teeth. Brushing my teeth I don't have a problem with. I brush my teeth probably at least 2 times a day, sometimes 3. And because I do it after breakfast, I do it after dinner, and then I do it before breakfast rather, when I get back from my shower, and then after I eat my breakfast, which is my brunch, because I only eat breakfast or lunch together. And so, excuse me, that's how I do that. Another little habit that I have is when I figure out my monthly budget, I always prepare a little snack, a healthy snack that I'm going to snack on afterwards. It's just a habit from my years and years of stress budgeting, that when I got all done doing my budget, I was so stressed I turned to food. And that's a habit that I built over like 30 or 40 years. That's a hard habit to break. So I kind of managed that habit by having something healthy to eat, and I have it prepared before I start. And I really don't have to worry anymore. I just have to know what day my checks are coming in, because they come in at different days of the month, and then figure out what bills are due that particular around that time, and then figure out which bills I'm going to pay at which time. It's not the least bit stressful anymore. But my mind, I've already built that little habit in my mind that I think I got to eat something, and so now I eat something healthy. Now they're telling you, dive a little deeper. When it comes to building habits, we're more likely to create ones that stick when we break them down into smaller micro habits. Let's say you're looking to take a nightly post-dinner walk. Start small at the beginning and lean on habit stacking. The first time I walked, I could barely walk a quarter mile. And I walked my little quarter mile, and I was like exhausted because I was so overweight. I was so out of shape. And I thought, the next day I thought, I can't do it. And I thought, no, you can do that quarter mile, because I have a map of your walk. So I did the little quarter mile, and I thought, I'm going to add one more house, because I walk in a subdivision. So I walked one more house, and then each day I built it up and built it up a little bit more and a little bit more. And now I walk 2 miles a day. A couple years ago I was actually walking 4 miles a day. As I'm getting older, it's a little bit harder to do for me. It's not impossible, I just kind of lazy. A lot of times I say I'm going to walk 2 miles in the morning and then 2 miles at night. I need to build that habit, because I could really do that, because it takes me about between 45 and 50 minutes to walk 2 miles. I know I'm not breaking any records, but you know what? It's 45 or 50 minutes that I'm not sitting on my butt. So that's the way I look at it. First thing they tell you to do is list the super small steps in the behavior you want to turn into a habit. To take that walk, it might include putting your sneakers on, grabbing your headphones, listening to a podcast. Like I said, I always listen to my music. I don't like listening to YouTube videos. I like to watch YouTube videos because I feel like I'm communicating with them, like they're talking to me. When I'm just listening, it's like I really don't pay that much attention, because I think I have a fairly short attention span, and so I kind of like oh, look over here at a bird, or oh, look over here at a bunny, because we have bunnies instead of squirrels in my neighborhood. But I'll just like look all around, and I'll lose track of what they're saying. Whereas music is kind of like in the background, and it doesn't really matter if you hear it or not. Number 2 is find a cue for the first micro action on your list. Your cue is getting up for dinner. Like I said, mine is like in the morning is when I get out of bed. I'm going to go right away, put my clothes on, and go for a walk. After dinner, I know I'm going to go into the bathroom, brush my teeth, and floss. Or floss and then brush my teeth. I don't know which order you're supposed to do it in. I floss and then I brush my teeth. Number 3, practice that first micro action every time you encounter the cue. Put on your sneakers as soon as you get up for dinner. From dinner, not for dinner, from dinner. And like I said, that's exactly what I do. Once that micro action turns into a habit, try adding the next micro action on your list. Now that you've nailed getting dressed for your walk, next up is getting your headphones. Okay, they're just repeating themselves. They're trying to make it look like they're giving you a lot of information, and they just keep repeating it in different ways. It's just, maybe that's their habit that they're trying to build. It's like a habit of telling you something and then telling you it again and then telling you again, because if you keep it repeating and repeating and repeating, that's how you repeat a habit. So maybe that's the plan that they were going for, and I cued in on it. But I really don't think I was that smart to figure that thing out. I don't think that's what they were doing, but anyway. And the last thing they say is, keeping that next micro action, you built that full habit. Nice job. Now get a water bottle and keep working your way down these list of micro actions. Okay, they didn't give you a list of micro actions. They gave you the same one over and over and over. Go for a walk. Get your shoes, get your headphones. They should have thought of something else. If they were really trying to help, they should have thought of something else. They're a little interesting. Did you know that time can be a micro habit? Not ready for a 20-minute walk? Start with 5 minutes, and then you can habit stack to the full 20 minutes. Okay, to me I understand what they're trying to say as far as that. Like I told you, like I only could walk a quarter mile, and then I built it up to a half mile, and then a mile, and so forth. But if you don't have 20 minutes to walk, how are you going to start with 5 minutes, and then maybe today you only have 5 minutes, and tomorrow you have 10-minute time? Okay, I'm confused. I understand what they're trying to say, but I'm really disappointed. I keep saying that, but I know I'm really disappointed in the way that they're figuring out. Yeah, like I say this every week too. It might be that I've been going for them so long, it's kind of hard to, like revitalize things. But I'm slowly losing interest in Weight Watchers. Not in the plan itself, as far as the food choices and the plans on how to lose the weight and all of that. I'm losing faith in their ability to, what's the word I'm looking for? Encourage me to lose weight. I don't find that these are the least bit helpful for me. I really don't. And I don't, not that they're not, I shouldn't say that they're least bit helpful. I think that they're not trying to be as supportive as they have been in the past. I don't find the support from them like I used to have. A lot of it could be that I'm not going to the meetings, because I did get a lot out of the meetings. If you're new to my channel, the meetings in my area have been closed. The nearest one for me to go to is like 25 or 30 minutes away, and you have to make a reservation. And I understand it's all because of everything that's going on in the world. I completely understand that. But I just feel that they could have left a few more centers open in the area. I think in my area there's 2, I think. And one is, like I said, 25 minutes away, and the other one is like 45 minutes away. So I don't find that they're trying to be supportive or encouraging. And I think that they're just digging into the vault and finding some stuff. Oh yeah, we can recycle that. Yeah, we can recycle this. I'm really losing faith in that. I really am. But I will follow the actual weight program for the rest of my life. I know that because it works. It really does work. I know that sometimes it doesn't show with my weight losses that I've been doing. But in a long run, I would have to say, yes, it is working. Because in the past, I've been on, I couldn't tell you how many diets I've been on in my life. And I've always lost weight, and I've always lost a lot of weight each time I lost weight. Like I could lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, but I always put it back on within 6 months. I think that for me, I've been going for 4 years now, and I still have 85 pounds lost that I can be bragging about. And I've never been able to do that with any other plan or program. And so in that regard, as far as following the diet itself, I 100% feel that Weight Watchers is the right way to go. I really, really, truly do. But as far as their recipes and their topics that they give you for encouragement each week, I think they're a little bit lacking. They need to build a micro habit of each week doing something, and then the next week building something up on that. They need to follow their own advice, because I just, I don't know. It's just me, and I know I probably, I'm a gloomer, I guess. I don't know what it is. But anyway, this week the recipe is for a veggie phyllo tart. I've never had phyllo. I never have. But this is 6 points. And to me, for 6 points, it doesn't look very filling. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, this looks like to me, it doesn't look like a meal. It looks like, well, I guess if you want to call it a light lunch or a snack or something, maybe, I don't know. But I'll leave it at the end to show you, and you can do what you want with it. But you use the phyllo dough, asparagus, zucchini, some scallions, tomatoes, cream fraiche. I don't even know what that is. Fraiche. I don't know what it is. Oregano, mixed Italian herbs, salt and pepper, basil leaves, and arugula leaves. I will tell you with 100% certainty I will not be trying this. I just definitely won't. And I do not have a food processor. And in the comments below, let me know. If I have a blender that does all of the different things on it, you know, like I don't even know what they are. It's been so long since I've used it. Can I use that in place of a food processor? Because so many recipes call for a food processor, and I don't know if I could just use the blender instead. And I don't know if that's just even a fancier name. A crock pot now is called a slow cooker as far as I'm concerned. I know they call it a slow cooker, but to me that's the same as a crock pot. So is a food processor the same as a blender? Let me know, because I really, truly, I'm not, I know, I'm probably looking stupid, but I really don't know if that's the same. Because I do have a blender, but anyway. Okay, so this week it was about, what did I say, building habits or micro habits. It's like stacking habits. I'm sorry. You know, I'm going to lose people. I know they're not going to want to stay with me because I keep going on and on about this, but I just think that I'm just really disappointed in Weight Watchers lately. Not in the, like I said, not in the food aspect of the program as far as the plan itself, like the blue, the green, and the purple. I don't have any complaints about that. Their support, their articles, and their recipes, I think they leave a lot to be desired. So anyway, like I said, I stayed the same, but I still have an 85.4 loss. I'm happy with that. And hopefully a better week next week. Every week I try. I just try my best. That's all I can do. And I always believe in myself. And I think as long as you believe in yourself, you will go far. And I do believe in myself. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share it if you'd like to, if somebody you know might be interested in this. And I just noticed I got a spot on my sweatshirt. I got to go figure out what that is. I should have went like this the whole time. Then you might not have noticed it. Okay, I'll see you guys next week or on my daily vlog.